John did the program. We need a. So I'll just a chat of Zoom.
Recording in progress.
Sorry about that. I was removing something from the bottom. Right, share screen. So hopefully you can see the celestial jigs at this point. Laid out slightly differently to John's original one so that it fits on a screen a bit better. I don't know. I can't. Don't know if I could. Oh dear! What have I just done? Oh. I don't think it helps really. I think we're better like that. Right. So we did some of this set before, but with something else different in the middle. So let's initially just play through each tune not too fast, and then we'll try putting them together as a set not too fast, and then try and put them together as a set rather faster. These, to remind you, the first one goes, etc. The second one goes, goes, etc. And the final goes. Let's just do the Zodiac, which has a lot of parts to it. Right. I'm just going to look at people for a minute because I've wondered whether there's somebody unmuted. I can hear, yes, all right. Right, well, that's better. Let's have that one like that. Right, okay. So here's the last 4 bars of a Zodiac up to the first time bar, really. Well, no, up to the second time bar. No. Yes, up to the first time bar because we need the it's neither one nor another, is it? Yeah, that's right. I'll stop talking and start playing in a minute. So that's that one. Can I just check whether volume's working all right and sounding okay? Yes, there's an odd thumbs up there. Right. So let's do the same for the good ship Sirius. I'm not sure which Sirius the good ship Sirius was. One of the Siriuses was the first steamship to cross the Atlantic, and another one was one that did something on the way to Australia. But, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, a last 4 bars of a good ship Sirius. Stop there because I need to sort out one thing in the middle of that, middle of the second line. So second line we're going so it's this next bit. Yes, so there's a repeated E. But you sort of half expect the B to repeat and it doesn't. Right, so let's do Good Ship Sirius again in the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one, the last one's in the key of D as well, just to confuse things, note. Right, so last 4 bars of A Moon and 7 Stars. let me just stop sharing a minute, and so we can see people. So hello. So any particular bits that people couldn't manage and want to do slowly before we go through the whole lot, or should we at this point move through the whole lot? Yeah, nobody's saying anything, so I'll assume at the moment I'm moving on to go through the whole lot. Right, okay. So we're doing this as writ, so everything's just being played once, but they've each got internal repeats, with the exception, note that the good ship Sirius, the first line does not repeat, so you only get one go at that, but there's quite a lot of the same sort of thing in it, so one is quite enough. Right, so why is that not gone? Oh, thank you. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we're just going to start with the last 4 bars of the Zodiac and then going straight through, hopefully. Change. So now I think we want to do it a bit faster. So Moon and Seven Stars we can do quite well, I think. But whether we could do the rest at that speed, I don't know. Yeah, because there's semi-quavers in that one. That sort of speed, do you think? Right, last 4 bars of a zodiac then, a bit faster. Let's do that again. No, let's try that intro a bit better. Yes, the transition to Moon and Seven Stars is harder than the other one. I mean, I don't know whether it's the change of key or in some way the change of the beat structure. Yes. Yes, I don't know. Anyway, sort of works. Would people like to do it again? Let me just stop sharing.
I personally struggled with the Good Ship Sirius.
Yes, well, it's the one we've done least.
Yeah.
So shall we just go through that one again then? I'm quite
Good
happy to
idea.
do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, do say that sort of thing, because that's the trouble with this on Zoom. I have very little feedback from what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, just before I do that, let me just make sure everybody's mute. I'll just mute. Is everybody muted? Yes, you are. Right, okay. Share screen. The good ship Sirius. We could even sort of enlarge it a bit to make it easier. Yes, you may have noticed that I was still sometimes getting that fourth bar of the thing. That descending set, because it isn't what my fingers expect. I mean, to a certain extent, it doesn't matter what you play as long as you start on an E and finish on an E. You know, you just
Paul,
putting a few.
I'm not sure that particular bar. I think the actual note looks close to the others, and that's why I think I'm struggling to read it. I'm not sure if that's just me. It just looks closer, A to the E, than the rest of the note.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, and of course there are 9 bars on that line because the first and second time bars. I don't. We can go to that and spread it out a bit more. Right, let's have another go at it. Let's do it at the same sort of speed, but then we might try it slightly faster. Don't know. See, anyway. So our last 4 bars, and then. Yes, I mean I played it right there, but it is awkward. I do agree. I mean, I just to help myself, I hit hard the first note of those triplets so that I know, you know, it's a very definite start of a new thing. It helps me, you know. When I'm reading music, I try not to think of reading, in essence, reading every note. I'm reading patterns. So a set of notes that form a pattern. Right, let's do that again. A fraction faster. And then I might say, let's carry on into the Moon and 7 Stars and see if we can do that transition a bit better as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So. Right, so I think we will consider our fingers to be warmed up. I think that's enough of that for the moment. So we're moving on to parts tunes, the Gypsy's Lullaby in 2 parts, which is not trivially easy. But let's have a look. Oh, what am I doing there? Go away. He thinks. Maybe I'll just go to it. So Gypsy's Lullaby. Was in this one, wasn't it? Yes, it was. E, F, G. Easier ways for doing it than this. Well, there is, because I've now got bookmarks in these PDF files, so I can. I could have gone to it in this right-hand column. Gypsy's Lullaby, right? So we need a bit more. Oh, that's it, right. Something gone a bit peculiar there, right? Okay. So, ignore the red notes, the second part for the moment. Let's just so let's try playing it at that sort of speed. It's a lullaby, so it doesn't want to be fast. So I'll just play the introduction. You don't have to play that yourself, though it's good practice because it turns up somewhere later. So I'm going to play the introduction, and then I suggest you all come in doing the etc. Okay. Again. Ah! Play that bar again. Yes, I made the mistake of thinking backwards about an earlier problem I had, a bar of an earlier thing. I'm not quite sure if it's that one. That's all right. It's yes, it's the last bar of the first line. I was having slight difficulties with the timings of. how it should go, I think, there. So was that, were people keeping up with that speed? Is that all right? Yes. Right, so let's try the red notes. We might do that slightly slower because they're less of a tune, and so there's you've just got to keep going with them, really. I mean, it's good practice if you get lost getting back in again, but there's very few long notes in this one to keep up. So let's everybody for the moment just play the red notes. I'll do the same intro, and then we're going to go to start. Right. Right. What speed do we want? A bit slower. Sorry. Yes, considerably harder than the main tune, I think. But at lullaby speed, we're probably sort of okay with that. Tell you what, so suggestion is that I'm going to play the red notes again at similar speed to what we were doing there, and you could try putting the black notes against them for harmony and see how it works. I've also got a couple of synthesized recordings at various speeds. So we could afterwards have the computer to play both parts while we play along. But for the moment, Tree, you do the tune while I do the red notes. Yes. Do that again. Sorry. So did that work? No. There's a thumbs up, a no, and a somewhere in between.
I found it quite tricky to keep in sync, but
Yes. Right. I'll give you the opportunity. I'll play the black notes, and you can have a go at doing the red notes against them, and then we'll have a go with the synthesized version. Right. So I'm just going to play the black notes at about the same speed. What's that doing there? Right. Go on. And I'll go back because I think I'll play it once more with me playing the red notes, and then we'll do the synthesized one. You can play whatever you want, really. Right. Let me just find the synthesized thing. The sound files. That one. Gypsies. Right, so it's going to be that plus oh, I closed it. That was silly. Try that again. Just stop that. Right, okay, get rid of that. A screen, right, so I want to share two things. One is that, and the other is that. And share the sound. I've now lost me. Participants list is going to have to go away, I think. At the moment. And this one's going to have to go to there. Right, so this is a little bit faster than I did, 90 it says. So I'm just going to hit play, and you can play whichever part you want against it. how many people kept up with that? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a few head shakes and those things. So for some of the other ones, I've got slower versions. But anyway, I would suggest that's enough for Gypsy's Lullaby for the moment. It might be worth coming back to it because you've got the sound files.
Yes.
You can try practicing against them.
It was
at
just
home.
the bit where we went from the lower note to the high note, low, high, low, high.
Yeah.
That's where I'd be fuddled.
Right. Okay. So it's the bit. It's the introduction. It's the same as the introduction.
Yes,
You mean?
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So let's just. I'm just going to play that slow, that sort of slow speed, and sort of loop around those bars. So I need to. Right. That's that. So I'm just going to play it 3 or 4 times, and so just play along. And then you do the same thing again, rather faster. Etc. That's my only way of getting things right, is to slow them right down and just do that couple of bars over and over again until I can't do it wrong, so to speak. Right. Let's
Sorry, Paul, the other cheat in desperation is just to hold the lower notes each time.
Indeed, yes.
Because the pedal notes always harmonise with it. So.
Yeah, yes, they do. Indeed, they do.
I started like that, but I wanted to get it right.
Get it right. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it's yeah, you could play. I think if you held I, but yes, if you just miss out every other note, basically, it's always a good strategy. Right. So the next one is Just Lock It Light, which at least I think most people will know rather better. Why is that lurking there? Oh, thank you. Right. I don't think I can make it much. Let me just try read mode and see if it see if I can make it any bigger. Yeah. Right. That's a bit better, isn't it? Right, so this is Tom Anderson's lament for the depopulation of the islands of his youth, the fading light, the lack of lights in the crofts on the hills behind him as he looks back from the boat. I mean, I like it at that sort of speed. Unfortunately, it gets played a lot faster quite often, but the second part to this is sort of a bit more melodic and you know, fits under the fingers better. Anyway, let's all just for the moment just play the black notes through. I mean, clearly I can't hear what you're doing. If you want to go straight in and play the harmony, or play them both, if it's Tracy, probably play them both at the same time, then feel free.
Not quite all the notes, but most of them.
Right. So I'm just going to count one. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and come in actually. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do the same thing playing the red note, so you can either choose to stay with the tune or to play the harmony part along with me. 1, 2, 3. So, any particular bits there that were troublesome that you want to go over repeatedly? Or shall we go on to getting the computer to play both parts at once to us? Okay, right, so let's find it. Where's it gone? Dash Locket Light. PGH. Right, yes. So that's that. So I want to share two things, media player and PDF. Right, so that one will have to go back to there. Let's move it across a bit. Let's move it out of the way. Right, so I don't think this has any great introduction, so I'm just going to press play. I'm going to go 1, 2 and press the button, or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, I'm going to start that again. So the count, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and press the button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Right, so it was a bit faster, but I think it was keep upable with generally there, and it's nice. It's a good second part. The two go very nicely together. So do you want one more through that, and then we'll move on to something else? Yeah. Cries of one more in silence. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Didn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Good. Yes, it's a nice piece of music and a good arrangement, I think there. And the choice of instruments. I mean, although it's synthesized, you know, there are good and bad things about that. It's very precise timing, which is good for getting you in playing things according to strict timing. But it's sort of cello against something. I'm not sure what. John did that one. No. Right. So the next thing on the John's schedule is guest spot. Volunteers welcomed. Would anybody like to play something to us that they've been practicing on in the last month or two? No. Liz has got a hand up. And so let me just unmute Liz. Sorry.
Unless anyone else wants to have a go.
Well, there isn't a great cry for please, please me. So
Right, I need to turn on original sound.
yes, that's right. I'll
I don't know where it is on the new.
and it should be at the top of the screen to toggle on and off. But if you haven't got it, if you've not got a toggle there, top left.
No.
All right. So if you go down the bottom left, you're on a Windows PC, are you? Laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bottom left, the thing where it says mute. Next to it, there's an up arrow.
Yeah,
And then
settings.
audio settings from there, the very first one, and then advanced at the bottom of that.
Right.
Oh no, it isn't. Hang on a minute, they've changed it. Right, okay. So in the thing where it says speaker, microphone, and then audio profile, have you got headings?
Profile, yeah.
The audio profile, and there's Zoom optimized audio or original sound for musicians. Can you see a thing that says original sound for musicians?
No, hang on. No, sorry, I'll start again. Right, I'll go on to audio settings.
Yes, so just in that first audio settings page, at the top it should say speaker with some speaker controls, then microphone and some microphone controls, and then audio profile. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then the second
original sound for music.
The second one of those you want to toggle on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about anything below that, but just to make sure you toggle on that original sound. Right, then close that window, and you should now find that up in the top left is a toggle to turn on and off.
Yeah. Okay, it's on now, so that's all right.
Okay, I'll turn mine off. So
Okay. I'll play a piece from Paul's book, if you've got it, Jack's Maggots, which is...
There's a two-part setting in the parts book.
Oh, right, I've only got the...
It's all right. No, you can. This is your guest spot. You do what you want. Wouldn't expect you to play a two-part setting.
I've got an old version. It's page 79, so it'll be round about there. Jack's Maggot.
It's 79 in the current edition, actually.
Oh, right. Right, okay. I'll just go straight into it then.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you very much. Yes, the I've lost the thing now. If I just do just for interest, in the parts book there is a relatively simple 2-part version that was done by Michel van der Meeren, the late lamented webmaster for the ICA, who died suddenly a couple of years ago. Anyway, so if you want to try playing it with someone else, or we could do it at Chiltinas as a part thing at some point, it's there. Right, so let me unpin you. I spotlighted you so that everybody had you in all your full glory while you were playing. So anyone else want to play something? No, in which case we'll move on. Moving swiftly on. The next section was to do just the mini theme was Irish tunes from the tune book, starting all reasonably well-known ones, certainly Dingle Regatta, Harvest Home, Ned of the Hill, Sally Gardens and South Winds. So the aim here is not to spend too long on any one, but just to give us practice playing a few different tunes. Yes, you will see on the right hand side of the screen, this is the this is the, sorry, that's that one. Stop it. Oh, you find right. Yeah. I've in the latest version of the digital tune book, it's got PDF bookmarks in it, so you can get to a given tune by clicking on a title in that, which I didn't realize I could do with the software I was using, but I can. Right, Dingle Regatta. Right, try that again. And a bit faster. Same intro. So was that okay, or was that too fast? Yeah, yes, there's thumbs up in general for that one, yes. Right.
It was a fine speed as long as you're not Irish.
Yes, yes, I think it could, in an Irish session, it would go probably twice that rate, I think, possibly, but certainly half as fast again. Yes, here we go. Yes, or whatever. Right, so the next one on the list was Harvest Home, which we could use this thing for. E, F, G, F, G. Still too many tunes in my tune book. Harvest Home. Right, the cork hornpipe.
Paul, if we download your latest version, do we get that on that bookmark on the side, or is that something that's only on your computer?
No, you get that if you download the digital version to your iPad or whatever, or then most PDF viewers have somewhere on it have a bookmarks tab.
Yeah.
That would bring that up. Yeah, so that works. It works in PDF in Apple's PDF viewer on my iPad.
Okay.
If not, then Control F will get your little search box up.
It
Put the
will.
first two letters in it, go straight to it.
It will. Yes, one could always do that in the past, but then you have to start typing things on a keypad. Whereas
Yes.
this way, certainly for the smaller tune books, it's quite good to go down. Go down it. Right. Okay. Yes, so that's what we want to end up at, isn't it? You'll find here in sessions. I mean, the way I've got this written here, that the last bar of the first line. I mean, with the bar in front. Whereas two lines below that, you've got. And you can play one against the other, or indeed just play every other note. But you'll find some sessions always do the triplets, and they look hard, but once you've got your fingers on them, they're for me anyway, they fall under the fingers quite well. But if you have trouble with the triplets, just play the descending run as on the first line. Right. That sort of speed, I think. So here's a last two bars of an A part, or indeed, I think probably of any part. Again, same speed. and one's through a bit faster. Same intro. Yeah. So was everybody playing all those triplets? No. Most of them, I'm sure. Right. The next one is a slow tune. Ned of the Hill. Wherever he's Ned of the Hill. Eamon and Knoik, or however it's meant to be pronounced. Etc. So it doesn't want to go any faster than that. So we'll just go into it really. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and start. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yes, I normally play with the concertina on my knee, but there are some tunes, particularly waltzes and things, where I find it just better to hold the instrument in the air to be able to swing it around and give a bit of expression that way. Sally Gardens. I went to school with somebody called Susan Garden. I wonder what happened to her. who was the headmaster's daughter. Yes, well. Yeah, so we're down in the bottom octave for this one. And we'll play a last 4 bars just to set the pace. And again. Sorry. Yes, I went wrong because I was suddenly wondered whether, as an exercise, it would be good to you just sight read, transpose it up an octave. Oh, no, obviously not. Right, no. Yeah, I think I probably could do it, but it's it's a thing I should actually do some practice on, is playing things an octave away from where they're written, because that then opens up the possibilities. Okay, enough Sally gardening, and the final one was South Winds, wasn't it? So South, not South Downs, but South Winds. Oops, where's that gone? Element OP. South Winds there. That's interesting. The PDF mark takes you to the bottom of the page on which it's on. So we're again not too fast and lilting tune. So last four bars and a note, whatever. think it wants to go a little bit faster than that, doesn't it, really? One more. Right, so that ends the Irish session. That's all nice tunes, aren't they? Familiar ones.
That's a really nice one, the A part, if you want to add the chord, root note of the chord in.
Say that again. Sorry, Tracy.
If you want to put the root note of the chord on the A part, that's a really nice one for doing that.
Yeah, to play underneath with your other remaining finger. Yes. So, right. So where are we up to now? We've still got half an hour, haven't we? So let's have a look at Enrico. So there is an Enrico in the tune book. It's under its other name, whatever that was. Thomas Hardy's favourite tune. Anyway, if you look in the index under Enrico, you'd find it. But anyway, for the moment, if we go, don't do that because we've got a two-part version here. In the Chiltinas tune book, we have the moment an Enrico. On, go away. Shoo, thank you. So I've got again. This is the tune. It's going to annoy me now. What is the one? I've got to look it up. A B C D E in Enrico, page 50. Page 50 is, oh, it is under Enrico. It's also known as Jacob. Yes, it's in some. I knew it had an alternative name, and I know it turns up under one and the other. Right, Enrico is the common name. Right, so this is a two-part setting that John has come up with via Matt Searle, which I think is probably airs for pairs, is it? Which is why it's not in the published tune book. So it is sometimes swung as a hornpipe, but for the moment let's keep it straight. I think particularly if you're doing parts against it, it's probably better straight. the accompaniment to the A part's sort of all right. It's the accompaniment to the B. Oops, no, I think. So that third line is sort of off the beat a bit somehow. That makes it interesting. Anyway, let's for the moment all just play the black notes. So just the last two bars. So any particular problematic bits there? It's all right. Okay. So let's do the same thing with the other half, the other part. So introduction of last two bars of a. It's not stuck there again. Oh, it is. Let's have the last two bars of the red notes then. Do the B part again. And once more. yes, I just felt that B part was worthy of a bit more practice. So we could have me playing it, or we could. So let's see how fast. I did a slowish one myself. If I can find it for a minute. Enrico. Yeah. So John's one was piano and was. And for some reason I decided I didn't like that, so I did one myself, and took the speed down fractionally. Right, so we're going to have that, which is at 100 beats to a minute rather than 120. Share. I've lost my share button. Right, share tune book and media player, and share out. Where's my media player gone? There. Too many other bits around. Right, I think this just starts. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 and press the button and see what happens. And you can play whichever part you want, or both of them. 1, 2, 3. Stop it down. Right, let's do that again. Whichever part you were playing last time, play the opposite part this time. 1, 2, 3. Right, good. So that's again another nice two-part setting. I think they go well against one another. Do you want to try the slightly faster one? Go on. Some Somebody said no. Just try it against John's one. Hold on a minute while I just find it again. That one, right? So it's piano parts. It's at 120, I think, that one. Share screen, that one, and that one. Right, I've lost it. Oh, 1, 2, 3. So was that better or worse than the previous one? Yeah. Right, so I think that's enough Enricoing. So we do have 1/4 hour. We could do a bit of Galopody, a bit of Gallopede perhaps. There's a tune we know. John, do you want to say anything about any other business agenda next session or whatever?
Yes, first of all, we haven't got another Zoom session until the 29th of October. But if anybody either wants some of the tunes we played today repeated or wants them dropped, now's your chance to say. Paul suggested we do Gypsy's Lullaby again. And we've only played the warm-up set once, so naturally we do it again. But if people have got views, please speak now.
I think you could put something else instead of Just Lock It Light. I'm not sure what. By the time we could do Jack's Maggot in parts, couldn't we?
Yeah, I was going to say we should probably do something a bit faster because we've had a number of slow tunes today.
Yes. Though the slower tunes in parts still have, tend to have quavers in the accompaniments. But yes, quite a few of the theme tunes were slow rather than fast, certainly.
I like Dingle Regatta.
You liked Dingle Regatta, yes. Well, we could do nautical tunes and have and play Dingle Regatta again or something.
Yeah.
I shall bring it back at the earliest opportunity.
Right.
Okay, are people happy to have another go at Enrico, or should we move on from that? Okay, I'll toss a coin.
Yeah.
Probably worth another go, I think. Right, the other thing to mention, the West Country players have got a Zoom session AGM on the 21st of October, which is a Saturday afternoon. And we've got a session at Malden next Sunday, that's 2 till 4. Which Paul, are you going to have another go at Zooming that?
I'll have another go. We'll see if I'll have a working laptop this time. That was some of the trouble. I didn't have the power supply had given up to my main laptop, so I was. Yeah, so we'll have another try certainly. But it's it is problematic zooming from there where you've only got mobile phone coverage and not very good mobile phone coverage at that. But yes, it has worked reasonably well sometimes in the past. So yes, we will zoom it.
Right. And anybody who wants to attend either virtually or in person, I have sent out the agenda. So let me know if you haven't received it. Okay, that's my lot done.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So we have the fun of doing Blackadder theme, and which goes off into 3 flats at some point. But there is more easier stuff as well. So I do encourage people to come in real life. Okay. Shall we finish off with a bit of Gallopede, a bit of Gallopedy? It's in the part tune book. There's Jack's Maggot. I think it is. Gallopede. Right, so we need a bit smaller than that. No, I'm just going to stop sharing and sort one thing out. Right, let's try that again. Oh, that's odd. Oh, I'm in view mode. That's why. Go back to view. Take it out to read mode. Right. Okay. Right, that's filling a screen as well as I can, certainly. Right, so let me put that away. I think most people will know Gallopede, so let's just play Ones Through the Black Notes tune just to get it in our brains. So here's a last line, last 4 bars. Yeah, excuse me while I just sort out one bit which is slightly different to the version I know. Yes, all right, that's what's written there. Okay. So then let's just play. I'll play through the red notes at a similar sort of pace then, and see how well that works. Yes, B part doesn't repeat. The B part's harder for that one, so let's just actually do the B part again. So I'm just starting again at the beginning of the B part, red notes. Ah, rubbish. That's right. Okay, right. So I'm going to do that again from the beginning of the line. One, two. Okay, so we've played through both things. We could have me playing one of them and you playing against it, but let's initially. How long have we got? Not long. Right. Okay. Let's find a what's it track and try it against that. Gallopy louder. It says. It's a little bit faster, but not overwhelming as so. So we've got that. We want to do share screen, that and that. So 1, 2, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 and press the button and see what happens. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oops, hang on, let me do that again. That was a bit too sudden, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stop it again because I don't know about anyone else, but I can't see the music because I've got a piece of... Ah, right, it's leapt to the right place now, finally. Right, we'll do that again. 1, 2, 3. Does that work? It's quite a nice. If you learn the second part, you could you're in a session at Not Kilv or Quantock or something, and you can you start playing that against everyone else. They'll be very impressed. Right, we'll do that once more, and we'll call that done. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not that. Oh, stop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Well, it's precisely 4 o'clock by my watch, so I think we'll call that end of session. I could unmute everybody, and then you could all talk.
Thank you very much, John and Paul.
Yes,
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
So I hope to see some of you next Sunday at Malden, and if not, then the others at Quantop Lodge, perhaps, if you're heading that far, and otherwise on the next one of these on the whatever it is, of end of October.
Not looking.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye, thank you.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Bye.